Hello everyone, it's SystemCollapse, and I'm back yet again playing Sevtech Ages. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day. I'm having a wonderful one myself. We're going to get back to this amazing pack. I love this pack so much, man. This is a great pack. But we're going to get right back to it here. Kind of hammered out here. In between episodes, I did a little bit of stuff. I don't think I showed this guy yesterday. He's actually just the trophy from the gas tower. And he actually looks really cool because he's animated and stuff. So he's kind of our mascot, I guess. We're going to throw him up there. And that is definitely something. In here, I kind of just moved everything around. Trying to get a little more organized. I split up the drawers and add a second door because, well, back here I did just a little small build. And this build is pretty much just for our better with mod stuff. So there is a stairway, but, you know, I can climb things. For aesthetics, right? And I have my turntable. I have my millstone kind of set up so we could do that jazz. And I have my saw. You might notice that there's no sound coming off these things because, well, I've actually added some blocks downstairs. And we're going to be doing some more kind of machines down here. But I have this. This is soundproofing. And it's pretty cool because it's from Cyclic. And you actually get 8 for the recipe. I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's go to soundproofing. Right there. This takes 4 orange dye and a bone block. And this thing does completely silence things. The thing that made me really do that, because the better mod stuff, it's a little noisy. And then it gets really noisy. So I went to make round netherrack. When you make round netherrack, you just throw netherrack in here. It grinds it up, which is fine and dandy. Except for, it makes gas sounds. It makes gas sounds, and it's very kind of hard on the head. So I immediately looked for some kind of sound block, found those. Figured that was the way to go. So I did do that. I have my water wheel back here. I have a lever on it. I also have a wind chime down here. And no one's confirmed for me whether these things break in storms. So I've been using the wind chimes. They're really cheap, so not really that big of a deal. And I have that there. Because, yeah, I don't know if it's going to break in a storm. So, yeah, I don't want to take the risk. And other than that, I didn't really do much here. I did make the filtered hopper. We're going to be using that today. This thing was super cheap. We're also going to have to make a bunch more, but that's kind of a process. That one was just wood. It was literally just wood. And down here, I guess downstairs, I've been working on the coal coke. And, yeah, it's a little grindy. I'm just going to kind of throw that out there. Where's my bucket at? Oh, it's in my inventory. So every time it kind of gets to this point where the bar's full, I actually have to come along and start emptying out. I've been using these tanks kind of for, I guess, now until I get better tanks. Because we already had a bunch of these, so I figured I'd just utilize them. And, yeah, we probably have access to better tanks right now. But why is that not filling, man? Oh, there we go. Taking a little bit of time. I've been coming and just doing this. Just making a whole bunch of the treated wood. Because otherwise, it'll just stop making the coal coke, right? Once it gets backed up, we need a whole bunch of that blocks of coal coke, from my understanding. We need a good amount of steel. So I just kind of wanted to get that done. And I've been doing this. And like I said, it is, you know, it is bucket crafting. But you get it done. You can see I got a bunch of it there. And I got some more here, and I'll throw that there. We do need these treated wood planks anyway. You just don't need that much, man. You definitely don't need that much. So that is definitely the thing. I guess the only other thing I did is I went to the Between Lands again. And I still haven't found the ring. So that ring we need for the Iron Apple, I'm pretty much ready to give up on it. Because this Ring of Ascent is actually only a 2% drop from the Pots of Chance. So I've actually gone to 4 different dungeons in the, Between Lands. And haven't got one yet. So, yeah, I've broken over 100 pots. Easy. And those towers aren't easy, man. They're not easy at all. Like, I went and did only one of the white towers so far, and it had 10 spawners in it alone. That one had 10 spawners. The crag towers have less, but it's very cramped. You can do it a little more controlled in the crag towers, but still, it's just armor wreckers. Just until we have, like, armor with actual kind of something that we could repair or something, it's just really definitely a thing. And okay, let's take a look at what we're actually going to work towards today. Today, I want to work towards steel. So steel is going to be a big thing. So it's kind of a rabbit hole because I didn't realize the brick that we were making, the Nether Brick. So the Nether Brick blocks. So you got these ones here. You can't grind these down anyway. There's no way. There's just not a method. You don't have it. There's this here, and I don't even know what this thing is, and I'm not dealing with it. So the other way to make Nether Brick is right here. Let's go brick. I don't want to stay in Magic Mods anyway. Is right there. So the way to do this is with a kiln. Get the kiln is not that bad. It's just brick. 5 blocks of brick, and then it needs a bellows, and then it also needs a crucible. No, a bellows and a, why did I say a crucible? Hibachi is what they're actually called. And that is a setup we need to do, but we need to do a whole lot to do that. Also, to make this sludge is a whole rabbit hole in itself. So you actually need potash, which requires a Stoked Cauldron. You throw wood in, you actually get your pot out show. So again, that's going to take a Hibachi and a Bellows, so we actually need 2 of those. And then we need to make Hellfire Dust. That actually takes this here, which is actually the Filtered Hopper. You throw in that ground netherrack, and then you get Hellfire Dust out. So this is a setup in itself. This makes gas sounds as well when you produce it. This is something to be aware of because it is quite loud and definitely a thing. So that is kind of what we need to do. We also need to go and secure right there. Where was it? We have to secure. Oh, it was in the blast brick right here. We need to secure blaze powder. So we're gonna have to have a way to do that. And I have a way to do it. Someone kind of mentioned it in the last video, and I was just like, that genius. We're gonna do it that way. We'll get to that in a bit. But the first thing I guess we can do one part of it right now. We'll kind of get to it. We will need this, right? And we'll need the filtered hopper. And we can go ahead and just make the dust, right? The Hellfire Dust. Get that done. Grab that. Probably head down to the basement and kind of get this done real quick. Because this one's actually not too bad. So we can kind of go like here. Throw that there. Put you right there. And we should be able to start throwing this stuff in. I think there's a chance. I can't remember if this thing breaks, if it doesn't have an urn under it. But if this thing breaks right now, I don't really care. No, it didn't break. It usually breaks after 8. So maybe it's if you go too fast. It does need mechanical power, and that's why I put it there. It has to go on the side too, so that is something to be definitely aware of. But I don't know. Maybe it breaks if we do this. I don't even care if it breaks. It's so cheap. No, it didn't break. Okay. I thought I had a chance to break. I wasn't sure. Because the urn, we can't make it now anyway. It's the solar urn, which is what this is actually a little knob for. It's supposed to go to the solar urn, and it kind of makes a different kind of urn, but I think it only does that in the nether. But anyway, that handles that. That is our dust. We have a ton of it. We don't actually probably even need that much, but we do need it for the hibashis. So let's take a look at the hibashis here, because that was another step here. Go to Bosch. Hibashi? What is it called? How do you spell hibashi, man? Hib, not hab. Not the Montreal Canadiens. There we go. You need concentrated hellfire. So to get this, we actually need a cauldron. We can just put this through a cauldron. So I can actually go ahead and say, let's actually break that. Go ahead and get this split up. We would need, I'm trying to think of how many I want to make. Probably about, I would like to make 2 hibashi. So we're going to need, what, 48? Sounds right to me. So that's going to actually start going. That'll start our hibashi. The other part of the hibashi we need, though, is blaze powder. And that is a problem in itself because we don't have blaze powder yet. I actually haven't gone and farmed that. So we're actually going to take care of that. The way I'm actually going to deal with the whole blaze power situation is go to the Twilight Forest. And I noticed this when we were here. There was a blaze spawner up at the top of our tower. And I never grabbed it. I didn't even think of it. We can actually use the carry-on mod to pick up the spawner, bring it back, and set up a little farm. So I think we're going to do something like that. And I'm going to head over to the Twilight Forest, kind of grab our spawner, and then get my butt back here. And there you go. I made my way to the Twilight Forest tower. We're good. I threw a torch under it so nothing could spawn. I did it real quick. I only had to fight 1 gas, but I should be able to just, jump up here because we got the height boost. And get our butt out of here, man. And yeah, this was the top. I guess it was the second tower. The second tall tower. That's what it was. I should be able to just jump down with it. Sweet. And kind of get going here, man. It was pretty peaceful. I only had to fight like 2 mobs up there, which is pretty sweet. But I can just run this thing home now. And now that we have the boots, if you didn't have the boots, I think this would be pretty slow, right? Let's see here. Do that. Do this. Hopefully nothing spawns. Yeah, look how slow that is. That'd be horrible. But if you actually have the wolf belt boots, you could do this no problem. I didn't even bring armor with me. Didn't feel the need to. Because, yeah, the Twilight isn't that bad. Especially I guess the Urgas Tower and stuff. The above world, it's not dark or anything. You almost never run into mobs. So, yeah, I'm just going to take this thing home. And I'll be back in a bit. And I'll meet up there. And we'll set ourselves up a mob farm. And okay, I'm back from the Twilight Forest. I've actually spent a little time here kind of digging out an area. So I have it all dug out. This is a 7x7x8. It's 8 tall. Kind of what we're going for here. I went ahead and crafted up. Where are they? My hoppers. Right here. 50 hoppers and a bunch of, we don't need that many of these, the punchy sticks. But we only need 49 of those, but we need 50 hoppers to kind of get this going. Just so the crate kind of ends out outside of the world. Because, yeah, we're just going to do like an easy mode farm here. So I'm just going to do the hoppers, the punchy sticks on top. Punchy sticks have the nice benefit of being able to pull items through. I should say, well, they work in conjunction with hoppers, I guess I should say. And let you pull items through the kind of the bottom of them, so which is pretty awesome. And they just work well. So this should work perfect. As long as these kind of whopper hoppers work like vanilla hoppers. Because I have done this many times. And just hoping it's going to work here, because that would be sweet. And would save me from wasting my time. But anyway, let's go out here. Let's actually grab the spawner. Let's actually get it in place. And figure out exactly where it's going. It's going to sit 4 high. Why'd you spawn? There's no way there's enough light in there. I don't understand. Anyway, we might get some blaze powder from him anyway. Let's actually get that outside. I was not expecting that at all. I don't know why there's... Light levels are good enough for him there. That is a little odd. Anyway, won't worry about that. Yeah, let's get the that in place. Let's do that. Might throw a little more light in here, because I don't want them kind of spawning when I'm doing this. Come on, give me these. Stop picking them up, man. The other one going to end up here too? There we go. Probably put this a little higher to kind of maximize the light for the height it's going to be at. And then grab a couple stone. I did have to kind of light up a little tunnel system around here too. Wasn't too bad, but it was still there. That is not the setter at all, system. Come on. Get your head in the game. There we go. There we go. That'll handle that. Let's try that again. Hopefully it works well this time. Come on. Do this, then jump up here, and bam. Nope, you're spawning already. That is not what I want. I definitely need to get more light on that. I think I have some torches in my bag. Because it wouldn't be right if I did derp, right? Anyway, it's not a big derp. It's actually a pretty minor derp. There we go. Get rid of you. And you. You didn't shoot. That is nice. And maybe we'll get some blaze powder anyway. I could have set this up as just like a kill spawner. It would have worked just as fine. And we did get our first piece of blaze. So that's an added bonus. And that shouldn't be able to spawn now. So let's actually kind of do... Oh, no. I just derped. Is it the backside? It must be the backside where they're spawning from. I didn't even think about that. Probably need one more torch here. And you're not allowed to get out in the world, man. Oh, come off it. There. Is that going to stop it? I kind of think that's the only place I can get out right now. I just need to get the punching sticks in place. Can you actually do this? I'm such a derp. Anyway, I don't know how many of you are yelling at me right now, but it's well deserved. I'll give you that. Anyway, let's slow down the punchy sticks. Kind of get them in place. Just need this done. There we go. Then break the torches, close it up, and yeah, I just idle here whenever I need blaze powder, pretty much. Maybe make a little kind of roofed area, so I can even do it at night, because that would be helpful, I suppose. Because, you know, a lot of times I idle and then kind of leave where I'm at. It is working, so that's cool. I did kill them. And I do have a problem, though. I didn't make it so I could get all these torches. I don't understand why they're spawning in light. Is that a thing in this pack? Is that a thing that I'm just not fully aware of? I mean, I'll just get out of here at that point. Kind of get this done. If they weren't spawning out of my front lawn, that is 100% sure. Anyway, let's do that. And yeah, there we go. We have a spawner, man. We already got some blaze spotter. We have that. And we should be good to go. Let's go here. Do that. And that is that, man. That is it. That is our blaze farm. I'm going to just sit here for a bit. Wait till we have, you know, 10 or 12 blaze powder. Then we'll kind of move on with what we're doing, which is pretty sweet. There you go. We have a good amount of blaze powder now. I also went ahead and made some gold plates. And I'm also drying out some salted hides right now. I don't want you on me at all. Go away. We're going to kind of get going here. We need a couple things. So we need 2 hibachis. We're going to grab that. We're going to need this cauldron. We'll end up needing that as well. So we might as well grab it. And maybe kind of, you know what? We probably don't need the bulk of this. Probably just that and that in my yard. You know what I mean? Probably know my coordinates and all this jazz before my inventory gets clogged, because we all know it's going to happen. We're going to need 3 things. So timer, hibachi, and bellows. So that's what we're going for. So I guess we'll start off with the hibachi, because we're actually going to need, what is it called? I don't even know if it was called filament. Let's go to hibachi. I didn't know the name of that item. It's going to drive me crazy. It's not filament. That is for something else. It is the heating element. So we need that. We're going to need some redstone. So we might as well grab that. And we were going to need 2 blaze powder. And that'll be the recipe there. And that actually goes in the cauldron. So that'll be pretty simple. Just 2 there. Guess 2 here. Sweet. And where was the last one? Last one was this, right? And that'll start being made. I'll take about a minute or so. And, we can get something else here. Another thing we're going to need was the bellows. So let's take out the bellows. The bellows had a little bit of stuff there. So it just needs some siding. I think it's just any wood. Any siding wood. We have that. Gears? I don't know if I have any gears, actually. Actually, let's do that. We'll still have enough. This will make 4 gears anyway. So, that is good enough. I guess we can come here and do that. Of course you would fall down there. Maybe I should make that faced up. Maybe that'll work better. Probably do that later. Anyway. That. I have no idea where the last 2 fell. So I'm going to do it anyway. Even though we don't need it. We only needed 2. Okay. Let's head back here. We already got all that. And those are going. Okay. Cool. Head inside. Take a look-see. So, we actually need that, the gear. What else do we need here? The wet tan hide I'm actually doing. That's actually dried out now. We should have some resin up here. Guess we only need 2 of that. I should probably not have grabbed it all. But I did anyway. I think we just need to throw that in the basin. And that'll turn it into the wet tan. So let's do that. Go and here. And we'll have to steer the pod, of course. That is something we got to do. That is the life we chose when we started this pack. We just have to stir the pot, man. I guess stir the basin, but anyway. I love how the stick is like literally like just a log. Here, just take this log, man. Welcome to Minecraft. Anyway, we got that. And we'll need this, and I think I'm going to have to do some cordage too. Because, why is that stopped? Okay, that was weird. Yeah, I think we need some cordage too for this stuff, the leather belts. So we'll get that going. I have that, and I have that. That'll work there. You need string for that, right? I think I have string in here. Let's go. We need 16 of these, right? Let's go to use on that. Hopefully we have everything. Yeah, we can make 18, so we're good there. Sweet. And then we'll just need like 4 slime balls. And we can call that one a day, which is pretty sweet. And that'll handle that. So the next thing we're going to need here is, well, the actual bellows. So we actually have 2 of the things we need, which is pretty cool. We could probably make the hibachis as well, now that I think of it, because this is probably done. Look at this, man, just progressing. They open longer. There we go. I love my doors, but don't close in my face. Go, hibachi. Go. We can actually make those 2 buddies. We're going to need timers. That's why I made the gold plates. That is just this and some redstone torches. We'll grab about 8 of them. Of course, I grabbed 9 because I'm brilliant. And the clocks I saw took lapis. So let's grab you. And there. And now that we have the timers, we can actually fully automate the smeltery, which we'll probably do at some point pretty soon. Because we can just throw that on top of a faucet and pretty much call it a day. Even if it's just one, it'll just completely automate that single kind of basin and just keep kind of processing it. And I think that's everything we need. Except for if I'm going to do the kiln. And I don't even know if we need the kiln right away. I actually don't think we do. But I'm doing it anyway. Because it keeps coming up a recipe. So I figure there's going to be pretty good uses for it. And I mean, it's not a big deal to really double up a recipe. So I guess we'll come down here. And figure out how we're going to wire this up. Best way to do it would be figure out where the kiln's going to sit. Kiln will sit right here, maybe? Maybe like that? Or do I want to raise it up one? Let's leave it there. That'll work. Do that. Then we can put that right there for now. And this here. And this will kind of form the kiln multi-block. That's actually the multi-block right there. That's all you need. That is how it works. We'll have to get a hibachi 2 blocks down from that, right? So let's do that. Oh, I'm going to need some levers. I'm going to need 2 levers. Because the hibachis actually need a redstone signal. The bellows need a repeating signal. So that's what we're kind of going for there. Let's grab some lever. There we go. Sweet. That handles that. We're so close, man. So close to actual steel production yet so far. It is a lot of work. So anyway, I guess we could break that. Just throw a lever down there. And that should handle that, right? And sweet. So that is kind of the first step. So the next step is to get mechanical power into a bellows that is kind of aimed at this thing, right? So the hibachi, not the hibachi, the bellows will actually sit this way. It aims the way you place it, so it's actually aimed the right way right now. And we should find a way to get mechanical power over here. You don't have to do it this way. I'm doing a little kind of wonky just because I want to have... I'm going to end up having a nice flat wall here, right? And then decorating these walls and hiding the bulk of this. Just B, and B, right? You don't have to kind of do the line I'm doing. But at the same time, you get to see exactly how this mod kind of works. And how you write things and all that jazz. So, you know, it has its bonuses. Let's do that. That. Of course, there'd be water. Probably means there's more water. That's fine. And that should work there. So, all I have to do is get these pointed the right way. So, you just want that side. You just shift right click them. This one, it would have to be pointed up, right? So, that'll start going. And the only thing this should need now... Oh, the water washed away my lever. Let's do that. There we go. Is a redstone signal into this gearbox right here. So this gearbox gets a redstone signal on a repeating signal, and that should make the machine work, because that's kind of how it works. Do that. This should be set to 100 by default, right? Yep. Let's see if it needs a redstone. It may need a redstone dust. Just waiting for it to flash. It's going to need a redstone dust. So many machines are like that. Like, some of them will just accept the redstone signal. Other ones are like, nope. Let's get a redstone dust. I did not bring any with me. It was not a contingency that I thought about. There we go. Let's grab about a stack. You're going to close on me anyway. Let's head back in. By in, I mean out. And, yeah, let's see if we can get this going here. This should be everything we need. Kind of watch it. There we go. Now, let's see if the time is right. Because if the time is right, that should stay blue. Yes, that's going to work fine. And that's going to keep doing that. That's all that does. So, that is the kiln. And that is the how you stoke. So, you just need a redstone timer into the gearbox that is kind of directly powering it. And then the bellows. And then the hibachi. And you're good to go. So, we're going to pretty much repeat what we just did on that side over here, right? So, I went about this height here. Let's grab you. Probably have some water. Yep. At least this time I didn't get the lever in place. There we go. The water did make it to the bad spot over there. Go. Throw that there. Is that plant not aimed the right way? Might as well get it pointed the right way. Sweet. And then I was going to run it down 2. Awesome. And then I'll just have to get the hibachi in place and get it stoked, right? So, pretty sweet. I mean, it's really simple once you kind of get it going. But the first time you do this, I mean, I know a lot of people kind of go, oh, I don't know what I'm doing. There's better with mods. But once you kind of get the idea, it's actually pretty simple. The whole mechanical power concept. And, not too bad. How do I have this set up? I have the bellows right there. Okay. I want it exactly the same. Oh, it needs an axe, doesn't it? There we go. And then the bellows. Sweet. So that puppy right there. I'll be pointed the right way. Is that how I have that? Yeah, it is. It just looks wrong to me. Don't ask me why. Anyway, we'll do that. Let's grab ourselves the other hibachi. Throw that down there. Grab our other lever. There we go. And get the redstone signal going. I can just hide that anywhere on the wall. It doesn't really matter. We just know we need a piece of redstone now. Gonna put that there. And that there. And that should probably handle that. You can change the timing on these too if you want to. On the actual timers. But we really don't have a reason to. Oh, it's not going to work because this isn't pointed the right way. There we go. Got our blue flame. That's exactly what we want. And actually, I don't like this. I mean, it'll work, but I'm going to move it one more forward. Because, yeah, I want it to be lined up with the front of this one. And there you go. We have our stoked cauldron. So all we should really need now is some wood. Throw some wood in there, and it should actually get broken down. And at that point, it's pretty much a waiting game. I can't remember how much we need. I can kind of check, but I'm just going to throw a stack in there for right now. Kind of see if it's going, because that is kind of the main thing, right? Make sure it's working. And there we go. It changed to a blue flame. You kind of see the recipes, everything it do in here. It does have a bunch of stuff it could do, so that is pretty cool. Ooh, rotten flesh and glue. Nice. I didn't even know that was a thing. Because I have tons of rotten flesh and didn't know what to do with it. So we can cook everything. Yeah, I don't see too much other stuff we need. But for the most part, this is going to be what we need. So I'm going to let this go. I'm going to let it produce a good amount of potash. Once that's done, what was the next step? Let's actually take a look. Let's go to brick, right? Because I'll decide whether or not I'm either going to come back and show you the next step, or just kind of move on. Go to Nether Brick. It's one word for that one, isn't it? Go. So this was Nether Sludge. Yeah, so I'm just going to go ahead and do this, I think. I mean, there's no reason to really watch me do this. How much do we need, though? So every... Whoa, Nether Sludge. Every one equals a brick. I don't even need that much. I only need, what, 9 times 4? I need 36 bricks. Once I have 36 bricks, we'll come back and we'll actually make the blast furnace. And that'll be a thing. The sludge has to go to regular cauldron, I think, is the only difference, right? Regular? Oh, no, it has to go in the kiln. So I did need the kiln. For some reason, I thought it had to go in the regular furnace. So anyway, I'll be back in a bit. I'm just going to let this run. And yeah, we'll get on with the blast furnace. And okay, I'm all finished up here. I just have like 4 left just to show you exactly how this works. So you take the nether sludge blocks and just kind of like put them in here. And then it slowly cooks it. Looks like it's breaking. But when it actually finishes, it's actually done. I actually had this set up wrong too. And I should show you that. Because I actually had the hibachi on the wrong block. For some reason, I stuck it onto this one. I knew it didn't have to go there. It actually has to go under where it's actually cooking. I just had to push a forward one. Kind of move this up one. And it fixed that. So make sure your heat is under the bottom block, basically. Don't be a derp like me. Anyway, it does just kind of throw them in the world, too. So that is something it definitely does. So we don't really have any item collector or anything like that. And I can't think of a good way. Maybe you could use the, what was that, the sewer pipe? The sewer pipe could pull it through the block, I suppose. And if you block the front of it, for people who are really diehard, right? Maybe you could do something like that. That might work. It might not work, though. So you could try it, see if it works. And yeah, I just moved this forward. That is done. Covered up this room with brick. And we've got a little hallway of all with mods, which is pretty cool. But anyway, we got enough bricks now. So let's actually head out and kind of get going. And oh, one more thing. Just when you're doing this part in the cauldron, make sure you don't put in the Hellfire Dust in by itself. Because I actually wasted one recipe of it. Because it actually tries to turn it into ingot, right? So it actually needs to have the potash in there and have the right ratio. If you don't have the right ratio, you're going to end up with just ingots of concentrated hellfire. So, yeah, something to be aware of. Just thought I'd give you a heads up. But it did take a while. I think it was like half an hour, 45 minutes. Gave me time to do some other stuff, though. So, gonna get that done. We're pretty much ready just to go ahead and make the blast bricks. So, we can go ahead and do that. We should be able to get it all we need. Because we only need 27 of these, right? So, that'll handle that. I'm actually going to use those extra ones to make something else here. Can I make enough? Oh, I need a couple more. I'll probably do a little more of that after, because I did kind of have a plan for that. But I think I need 6. Anyway, let's go downstairs, kind of get this set up here. This thing is going to be completely clogged up, right? Yeah, it doesn't take very long at all. We did sort that out really soon. I do have a little hole here. This is going to be the hole for the actual blast furnace, which is pretty cool. Let's kind of get it in there. And, hopefully get it lined up pretty good. Sweet. And I'll give that a nice little home, which is awesome. And I just need to find my hammer here, so let's go ahead and do that. Maybe here, and where's my hammer? There we go. And we should be able to start this process, which is awesome. So we can actually go ahead. There's another step to it, but at least now we have what we need here. So that'll take that, throw that there. It's just waiting for the material to actually make steel. So let's actually take a look at steel. So steel is that it right there? That is the soul forge. You get, where's the regular steel? Right there. To actually make this stuff, it's just iron? No, I thought there was another step. If it's just that simple, fine, but I could have swore I saw another step to this. New steel, right there. And there we go, that's actually going to turn steel. Okay, I swear, I saw something where we had to make a different kind. Maybe I was looking at this stuff. No, it wasn't this. We will have to probably get into that at some point. The whole stoked crucible thing. Yeah, to make that sulfide steel ingot. Probably a ways off, though. Yeah, probably. Not going to worry about that right now. But in time, that'll actually make steel. This actually is really slow. We'll have to have steel to actually speed this up. So there's the other blast furnace. Is it this one? Reinforced? You make a better version with this with a hopper on the top, but you're going to need 9 plates of steel to do it. So definitely something that and a hopper. And it takes RF, and you can also throw in these preheaters to even make it faster. But for now, this is steel production, and that is pretty sweet. And pretty awesome when you really think about it. While we're here, let's go ahead and make a couple more, the things that I want to make. What are these we got? A couple more timers. Let's make a couple more of them. There we go. We got our torches, and I guess we just need the clocks, and I should have everything there. I actually grabbed enough for 4. Okay, we'll make 4 anyway. I mean, more timers are the better, right? Anyway, I don't have enough redstone torches, but I can turn those into timers. But anyway, we did only want 2 right now for the smeltery, because you really don't want to have a whole bunch. I mean, it works. It'll do what you want it to, but at the same time, it got to make a mess of things, because if you have numerous fluids in here, just makes a mess. Because, you know, unless you put the exact amount of materials in here, because one will end up half full, one will end up partially full, you know what I mean? It's messy, man. Anyway, let's go. We have that, so we can actually test it real quick. Make sure it works. We can't put it flat, but it should just sit right here, right? And set that to, I don't know, like 20. Done. And that should work. I mean, I can make it faster. But that looks like it'll work just fine there. It won't go super fast, and I could add more. I could just run blocks, too, and put the timer on top of it. And put a redstone signal kind of wrapping around it. I could do it either way, but this actually just automates kind of this one, right? And that's actually fine, because it'll just keep going no matter what. Which is what I'm going for right at this point. And, yeah, that's pretty cool. Does that lock it? Just making sure it works, because, like I said, it's kind of just floating there, right? Definitely works. Definitely doing its job. I could hide it behind the wall here, too, if I want to do that. Maybe I'll set up two. So, kind of when I'm working with different liquids, kind of like turn one off and go to the other one and have just levers right here. Maybe something like that. Until we get into high production. I don't know if we'll still need the smeltery at that point. But if we get into high production, I need all the kind of the faucets. Then I could just run blocks or something and a signal through them. Redstone signal above them, I guess. Like I said, should work pretty good. But anyway, that'll fully automate that, except for, you know, this, right? So we need that. Put that there. And we don't have a crate right now. There we go. We got a chest up there. It's got some sand in it. Should be able to just turn it on. It's going to pour glass, get pulled along, and put it into the chest here. So that is actually pretty sweet. I actually have iron in here, too. What else I got going? So much iron, man. I am going to have to do mining between episodes, because we're going to have to get that together. But in time, we're going to have steel, too. Pretty soon, we're going to have a block. And that's pretty cool, because we actually cleaned up this area here. Blast off will allow you to create steel from coke. So once we have steel, we'll kind of open that one up. In next episode, we'll be able to actually get through immersive or Steve Carts. I'm going to kind of pick between episodes and decide which one I want to work on. There's a good chance it's going to be Steve Carts, because I'm really tired of cutting wood. Definitely a thing. And okay, I think I'm going to wrap this one up here. I'm just going to let everyone know that I do have a Discord. If you want to stop by, say hello, any of that jazz, feel free. It would be a link down in the description. Also, I have a Patreon, so if you want to check that out, maybe think about supporting me moving forward making videos, that'd be absolutely fantastic. And yeah, I currently have a reward being access to a Sevtech server, so that is pretty cool. It's on a very beefy server too. It just, yeah, it's really good. It's dedicated, man. But yeah, I am going to end this one here. So as always, if you guys like this video, please hit that like button. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. And when you guys have a good one, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.